I saw something.
Oh fuck no! Oh nah!
The shadow started jumping.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm reacting to 4 True Horror Stories animated. Something about me is that I cannot do horror whatsoever when I'm by myself. When I'm with the homies, sure, but when I'm by myself, I'm the biggest pussy known to man. So hopefully I can make this whole video. Hopefully this gets uploaded because I don't even want to be watching this in the first place. I just think it'll be good content. That's enough yap sesh. Let me move my camera around. And yeah, let's get started. First story, true old lady horror story.
My name is Ali.
What's up,
I
Ali?
live in Sudan. I've been wanting to share this story for a long time.
All right,
I'm the
bet.
second oldest of my siblings after my sister, who is 18.
Hey, let me get your sister snap. You know, she look fine as shit. Let me get her snap.
17 years old. My story happened when I was 11 years old.
Oh,
We
shit.
were a normal family. My mom was pregnant at that time. After 9 months of pregnancy, my mom gave birth to my new sister, and I rushed to the hospital to see her. She was really cute. Unfortunately, my dad couldn't see her in person, but I did a video call.
Oh
He was
yeah.
working in another country. My dad cried with joy when he saw her.
Aw.
After my mom got treatment, the neighbors were waiting for her to congratulate her and my mom's brother.
Wait, she
my
looks the exact same as his sister. No, I'm tripping.
uncle was staying with us. During the celebration party, this old lady suddenly approached my mom and congratulated
What
her.
the fuck?
My mom was surprised. at
Creepy
first.
ass old lady, nigga. Run me a 60 real quick, nigga. Who the fuck are you, nigga? I ain't invite your
Later,
ass.
all the family
Boom.
members ate dinner at night.
Creepy
and
ass
went to
nigga.
bed after about 10 p.m., but I woke up suddenly at 3 a.m. because I wanted to use the bathroom. As I was walking to the bathroom, I saw a silhouette of someone in my mom's room. I didn't
Oh,
think
fuck
much of it
no.
because, well, I thought maybe my uncle was checking on us. Then, as I was leaving the bathroom,
Nigga, no, it's the middle of the night. No, if I see anything abnormal like that, I'm hauling ass back to my room. I'm locking the door and I'm praying to Jesus. All right, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no
I
way.
saw something shocking. My uncle was throwing someone on the floor, punching them. He was yelling at me to go to my room and not come out. A few minutes later, I hear police sirens, and I could hear them and my uncle talking, but I couldn't hear them very clearly. After the police left,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going to my room in that situation. I'm helping my uncle out, nigga. I'm stomping that nigga out crazy. Ooh, I see my uncle fighting somebody. Go to your room. Fuck no, nigga. Boom, 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 boom. Nigga, you ain't fighting by yourself, nigga. We family.
my uncle told us to
The
go
hell?
back to sleep. The next morning, I asked my uncle what had happened yesterday. He said something shocking. He said that when he went to the kitchen to get some water, he saw a man kidnapping my newborn baby sister. My uncle got angry and quickly ran to the man, hitting him, grabbing my sister. The man ran to my uncle and they fought. That's when I came out of the bathroom and saw everything. A few hours
Holy
later,
shit, my
the
sinuses.
police knocked on my door. My uncle opened the door, looked confused when he saw the policeman. When the officer said something, my uncle froze. The officer told him that the man who had broken into our house had actually been paid to kidnap my sister.
Whoa.
My uncle was shocked.
By the
He
grandma.
asked who had paid
The grandma. The grandma.
Then the officer told him it was that old lady who had come to congratulate my mom
Mm-hmm.
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, it was revealed that she had kidnapped and sold 4 other newborns to anonymous people before my sister was born. The old lady was fortunately arrested.
Oh
She
my
and the man were
god.
sentenced to life in prison.
Bro, no, prison's not enough, bro. You gotta kill these people, man. You gotta get these people off the earth. They're not
What had
safe.
happened if my uncle hadn't come out to drink water that night? I thank God every day for protecting my newborn sister. I'm now 17, and my sister is 6 now. We never told my father
Is this the whole
about
story?
what had happened that night.
That was not scary. That's
One night,
pissed me
my
off.
mother was coming home from school on the bus.
Oh
The
nah.
bus wasn't full, but it had plenty of people already on it. One woman in particular got my mother's attention.
She didn't look
right away
human.
because she
That's a
started staring
demon.
at my mother mother's belly. My mother was pregnant at the time, but this woman would not look away, and she began getting closer.
Oh no, run me a
and
60.
closer
Run me a
until it
60,
became
bro. Run me a
extremely
60. What is
obvious that
this?
This woman was up to something. Sensing something was off, the girl sitting next to my mother also felt uneasy and asked if
Bro, like my future wife, you know, like we're both taking jujitsu lessons, we're taking karate lessons, like we're gonna be black belts in multiple fields. Just so when situations like this arise, they're not gonna fold under pressure. They're gonna beat some fucking ass.
she wanted to switch seats. As time went by,
Ew,
the woman
run me a 60,
continued to
nigga. What the
stare
fuck?
at my mother's belly. That triggered my mom to remember a superstition. If someone has no philtrum, there is a high chance that they are not human.
Bro, if someone is that close to your goddamn stomach, bro, how are you not punching them in their face? I'm punching them right here. I'm getting my knuckles. The knuckles are fucking connecting with their top row of teeth, all right? Boom! Boom!
A philtrum is a vertical indentation in the middle area of the upper lip.
Nigga, I don't care what the fuck it is, bro. It's fucking weird.
Whack-whack. It is said to be a human during the day, but a monster at night.
Oh, hell
capable
nah.
of transforming into
That's some Devilman Crybaby shit right
These
there.
creatures often appear during festivals and offer people food, but legend says you should never eat what they offer you. My mom heard this story from her grandmother when she was very young, and it was widely believed in the area where they lived. Until my mother got off the bus, the woman continued staring at her, and after finally getting
No!
off, the woman followed her. My mom deliberately went the other way, but the woman followed close behind.
Bro, how do you not
My
say
mother
anything?
walked as fast as she could toward a crowded area and then quickly darted out to try to find a ride. Luckily, a taxi was there and a man provided her a ride to get out of the area. She finally got home and ran inside. My grandfather was waiting for her, and as soon as he saw her, he quickly wrapped his arms around her and picked her up.
That shit's scary as
When
fuck.
my mom asked why, my grandfather said he had seen a big bird and knew that the creature was in the area. Nothing dangerous happened in the end, but after that, my mom often heard knocking on the window at random parts.
Leave me
throughout the
alone,
day.
nigga.
One day, my mom's friend, who lived in the neighborhood, came for a visit. She said she had seen a woman outside her window, someone who looked strange. And
See,
loved
okay,
the
no,
food.
like this shit's not even like these stories aren't scary. They're just pissing me off. Cause at what point, like, are you just gonna be like, all right, run me a 60? Cause that's what I would do. The second I start getting freaked out by somebody, it's a 60. All right, and I'm saying 60 a lot. For those who don't know what a 60 is, it is a 60-second fight. All right. Ain't no way someone's gonna be all over my stomach and shit, and I'm not gonna do anything about it. All right. That's so weird. These people have no backbone. Nigga, throw a punch.
My mom
So many of these stories, so many of these like creepy stories can be averted if you just throw a punch. All right.
realized that the woman she saw was exactly the same as the one that her friend had encountered.
True apartment horror
I
story.
was 13 years old when this scary incident happened, and I lived on the 7th floor of an apartment building. I was coming home from school with my older brother, who was a year older than me. And when we got to the building,
Okay, well, your
I tried to
voice
take
is
the elevator,
masculine as
but
fuck.
It didn't work. So my brother told me to take the stairs. So I agreed, and he went up to the 7th floor faster than me. When I got to the 4th floor, I heard the sound of someone walking in high heels below me. I thought it was my neighbor who lived on the 4th floor, and I wanted to say hello. So I waited for her to come.
Why?
But all I could hear was
Why?
the sound of high heels getting closer. So I just went back upstairs. That night, I went to sleep because I had to go to school the next day. Then, I woke up in the middle of the night, sweating all over my body. I wondered why, but I thought it was just because it was hot. So I opened the window. I fell asleep again, but woke up again in the middle of the night. My whole body was drenched in sweat again. I was confused. I thought it was nothing. Tried to go back to sleep.
Prediction. It's not her sweat. The her stalker is giving her a golden shower. That's my prediction.
But I couldn't move. I was scared. I didn't want to open my eyes, but I saw something.
Oh fuck no! Oh nah!
The shadow started jumping.
Ah!
I screamed, and tried to move.
Whoa. Okay, this
I
one's scary as
realized
shit. This
that
one's
I
scary.
was
This one's scary.
literally in
This
sleep
one's scary.
paralysis. I'd seen on YouTube that moving your feet could help you get out of sleep paralysis. So I tried moving.
Oh,
my
and
feet.
you're in sleep paralysis? Fuck no. I'm summoning my stand like it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Fuck no.
I was so scared that I ran to my parents' room and woke my mom up. I cried, told her what had happened, and she started praying for me. And when I woke up the next day, I
Nigga,
heard
fuck
shocking
praying.
news.
Call the cops.
My neighbor on the 4th floor had died for unknown reasons. She was wearing red high heels and a red dress. It was
Yeah,
like
we're
she was
moving.
going to
We're
a
moving.
party. And her cat.
Oh,
was
yeah, we're
found
moving.
dead
We're
back.
moving. We're
I
moving.
was shocked.
We're
That
moving.
night, I woke up again in the middle of the night and couldn't move, and I saw something shocking right before
Oh, no.
my eyes. It was a woman in a red dress with a cat. I realized she was my neighbor on the 4th floor who had died the day before, but her face was very pale. It
Ah!
was covered in blood. I closed my eyes and I started praying. When I woke up the next morning, luckily, there was
Bro.
nothing in my room.
If I ain't got no sleep paralysis, if I ain't got, okay, maybe I'm talking out of my ass, because chances are I'm just gonna be there frozen. What the fuck? What the fuck? I might die from shock. But then after all that shock is over, my nigga, I'm getting up. That's a 60. All right. Boom, 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 nigga. Boom, nigga. Boom, nigga, and your cat. Boom. And I'm gonna take your cat. I'm gonna hold it by the tail, and I'm gonna use his nunchucks. Boom, boom, boom.
I didn't tell my parents. I thought I was just hallucinating.
Fuck, not telling you, bro. What?
I
I'm telling
really
somebody.
have so many questions. Why did this happen to me? And why did she come to my
This one's
room?
scary as shit.
Hey, I'm a really big fan of your channel, and I wanted to share a story my dad told me when I was younger. When my dad was around 16 years old, he was working on a ranch in Idaho. His job was to wrangle the horses that always ran off deep into the mountains. He would always use his own horse, Angel, to go and catch them. My dad said Angel
Yeehaw,
was a
nigga.
funny horse
Yeehaw.
because she always acted like a dog, very playful and full of energy. Every so
Type dick.
often, when the horses ran off even deeper than normal, my dad would pass by an old, abandoned shack that looked like it had been falling apart for years. Every time he passed it, the hair on the back of his neck would stand up, and he'd get an eerie feeling. But it wasn't just him. Angel, his normally playful horse, would start bucking and snorting
Oh
at
yeah.
the sight of the house.
Time to go.
That really freaked my dad
Time to
out.
go.
One day, while he was in town, he ran into another ranch worker who had been there for a few years. They started chatting over lunch, and since the guy knew the area so well, my dad asked, "What's the deal with the creepy rundown house?" As soon as he said that, the man's friendly smile changed into something else, a strange, unsettling
Yeah,
grin.
I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
Really want to know, kid?
Nope. Nope.
The
I don't want
man
to know.
asked.
I'm
My
moving.
dad said yes, and so the man told him this story. Back in the mid-1900s,
Oh wait. That's definitely a patty melt. That's definitely a patty melt. W eats. W eats. W eats. Patty melts are fantastic. W
so
eats.
the man told him this story. Back in the mid-1900s, a man named Frederick Beale lived in that house. Everyone just called him Beale. He didn't want to live near civilization, so he built the house in the mountains with his own two hands and lived there for many years. Each summer,
W
Beale
tax
would go
evasion.
down into town, where the locals always expected him. He'd stock up on supplies before heading back into the mountains. He wasn't a mean old man. Actually, he was quite friendly, so the townspeople always looked forward to his visits. During the summer, he
Yeah.
lived off the food
W
he bought in
Glaze.
town. In the winter, when heavy snow made the trip impossible, he hunted animals to survive. But then one year, the townspeople noticed something strange. Beale never came down for his usual summer visit. Days passed, and then weeks, and finally months, and people started to worry.
Yeah, he's
After
dead.
a while, the sheriff and a few deputies rode out on horseback to go and check on him. As they neared the house, they immediately knew something was wrong. The forest was too quiet, unnaturally quiet. When they arrived, they saw that everything was boarded up and a foul stench hung in the air. After
He's
forcing
dead.
the door open, they stepped into the living room, and what they found made their stomachs drop to the floor. Beale's rotting corpse lay on the ground, a single bullet hole in his head, a gun still held in his hand. It was obvious he had taken his own life, but why? The officers searched the house for clues and eventually found a crumpled up note in his coat pocket. The handwriting was messy and uneven, but they were able to read it after looking closer. The note read, "Help me, God. I've gone blind." The town was shocked. The old man had lost his eyesight. With no way to make it back to town
What?
and no way to hunt, he must have realized there was no hope, or he didn't have any. Rather than starving to death, he made a choice. After hearing that story, my dad swore that every time he passed by that house, it felt like someone was watching him.
No, it didn't. Niggas lied. Oh, what the fuck is this? You know what? You know what? Let's make it a 2-in-1 video. 2-in-1 video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Hello,
go.
Wanzi. I always watch your videos and I'm shocked by all the stories, but I never thought I would experience one myself or that my girlfriend would. This happened to my girlfriend and her friends. We live in the state of Rodania, Brazil. It was a Sunday morning and I was at church. My girlfriend had spent the night at her friend's house and they were on their way to meet me. For the first time, they decided to take a different route.
They're bad as
What
shit.
they saw on the way is something they will never forget. They witnessed 3 men dragging a homeless man. He was covered in blood, head to toe, and they were forcing him toward a pickup truck. My girlfriend, who was in the front seat, rolled down her window and shouted for them to stop.
No, you Okay, whatever happens to them from this point on, they 1,000% deserve. All right, mind your goddamn business. All right, there's some things where you just don't even you just keep your mouth shut. You keep it pushing. All right, you're gonna die.
The men all turned around and looked at her and tried to explain that the homeless man had stolen from a woman, but there was no woman around and nothing was scattered on the ground. There was no sign that he had stolen anything at all. As they were about to leave, another man arrived holding a machete, and then he started to walk towards the homeless man and slowly began stabbing him
Damn.
and over again. Her friend, who was driving, panicked and sped away.
Yeah, you shouldn't
They
have stopped.
immediately called the police.
You shouldn't have
and
stopped.
asked for the exact location. Since they weren't sure, they decided to go back to find the place.
Are you okay? Idiots, fucking idiots. They're gonna die. You saw. Why are people so stupid? All right, this is probably fake. But this is mad stupid. It's so stupid where it's not even scary. You're telling me you see a guy getting dragged by 3 people into a truck, and you're gonna say, "Hey, stop it," and then they don't stop it, and then someone else comes out of nowhere with a big ass machete, starts killing the nigga, and you're still there, was watching this shit. You drive off, call the cops. Smart. You don't know where the exact location is, so you decide to spin the block. You spin the block? Are you stupid? These niggas stupid,
Pickup
bruh.
truck's license plate number. When they got closer, they only saw the truck speeding away, and the homeless man still lying on the ground, but alive. They were about to approach him when a man on a motorcycle pulled up next to their car and once again tried to explain that the homeless man had stolen from someone. Feeling helpless, they gave up and joined me at church. Later on, some other people from the church went to the scene and saw that same homeless man sitting there with a few people around him helping. When my girlfriend told me what happened, I couldn't stop thinking, what if they hadn't taken that route? What if they hadn't shouted for the men to stop? Where would that homeless man be now? I believe they were used by God to save his life.
Oh, I mean,
When
yeah.
I was in college, I used
Me
to wake
personally,
up-
maybe I'm going to hell, but I wouldn't stop because I would be too fearful of my life. Because what happens if they're like, they look at me and then they start sprinting. And we drive off. You know, we get out successfully. But then later that night, I'm chilling in my crib. I look out my window and they're all just standing there.
really early,
Anything can
around
happen, bro.
3 a.m., to study because I thought it helped me understand better and it was nice and quiet. On this particular
stupid.
day, we had an exam at school, so I was tired and hungry when I got home around 9 p.m. My plan was to sleep early and wake up later to study for another exam the next day. I felt upset because there was very little food left for me that night in the fridge. Instead of having a meal, I spent time scrolling through my phone. The battery was running low, and I didn't notice how much time had passed. Suddenly, it was 11 p.m., and I had to decide whether to charge my phone or use it as an alarm. I didn't have an alarm clock by my
What?
bed, and the charging outlet was in the living room. If I charged it in
What?
there,
Bro, what type of crib is that? You only have one charging outlet and it's in the kitchen? That's stupid, bro.
I was afraid I wouldn't hear the alarm. So I decided to set it for 2 a.m. to make
Unrealistic as fuck, but method is while you're out, throughout the day and whatnot, you because there'll probably be like two little plugins. You allocate two wireless chargers to like charge during that time using those plugins, and then in nighttime you can use the wireless chargers to charge your phone on your bed.
sure the battery wouldn't die and the alarm would
W
stay.
engineer,
When the alarm went off at 2 a.m.,
W problem
I
solver.
noticed that my bedroom door was wide open. At first, I thought my mom had checked on me while I slept, as she often did, and had forgotten to close the door.
I lock
That
my
felt
shit for that
strange.
reason.
She had never forgotten before. If she had, it would have annoyed me a little bit and I would have noticed. I laid there for a minute, staring at the dark corner of my room. The mosquito net above my bed made everything even darker, and I couldn't see the room clearly. After a minute or two, I decided to get up and pull back the net. To my shock, someone or something emerged from behind the open door. This person had been
Oh,
creeping
nah.
the whole time, waiting for me to make a
What the
move.
fuck?
Frozen in fear, I screamed as I tried to run out of the room. To my horror, we both lunged for the door at the exact same time. I found myself face to face with a man.
Nigga, if he's at the door, why are you going toward? These people are stupid. Why are you going towards the door? Because me personally, I'm lunging towards the door, but that's because I have a fucking AA-12 with a switch on it in my back pocket, and I'm ready to fucking blow this nigga's head off. All right, you gotta be strapped up. Keep a strap right next to your bed, my nigga. And if not, run me a 60 real quick.
I didn't recognize.
Boom,
He raised his
boom.
index finger to his lips, signaling for me to be quiet. Then he ran out of my room, into the kitchen, and out the front door of my house. I pounded on my mom's bedroom door, yelling and screaming.
She's dead.
When she opened
Oh, never
it,
mind.
I was terrified, and I told her there was a man in my room. I cried and begged her not to go outside because I was afraid he might still be in the area. We screamed for help from inside, hoping our neighbors would hear us. Fortunately, one of our neighbors happened to be coming home and rushed over. He woke up the others and asked for assistance. When we checked the house later, we thought it might have been a robbery because my school bag was on the kitchen table, its contents scattered everywhere. But I couldn't stop thinking about the terrifying possibilities because I distinctly remember placing my school bag in my bedroom. Why did he go back to my room? I'm just thankful I set my alarm
That's
earlier
creepy
than
as shit.
2 a.m. and decided not to charge my phone. Because if I had set it for 3 a.m., what could have happened in that extra hour? And if I had charged it, I wouldn't have woken up to the alarm, and who knows what might have happened. I guess I was just lucky that day. We tried to find the person, but he was never caught. After I graduated, my family and I moved to a bigger city. Be careful out there.
As you
You
should.
never know who's looking. Hi, my name
Abandoned
is
mansion
Ovi,
horror
and
story.
this story happened when I was around 12 years old.
Okay.
My family lived far away from my extended relatives, my grandparents, uncle, aunt, and cousins, so we only visited them twice a year. My grandfather owned a large house at the end of a very long road lined with homes on either side. A few
Okay.
houses away from ours, right next to a park, stood a massive abandoned mansion.
Fuck no.
It was infamous in
Abandoned?
the neighborhood. People spoke about it in hushed tones. Strange things always seemed to happen there, with no explanation. Dead birds were often found inside, and once a neighbor's cat was discovered lifeless within its walls. But the
Fuck
creepiest
no.
part, the entire ground floor and front gate were covered in old, faded cartoon stickers. They were meant to look playful, but over time, they'd become eerie, like the cartoon faces were crying. One night,
The
my
fuck?
cousins and I, being typical adrenaline-filled kids, decided we had to check it out. We planned carefully. My two older cousins, who were the same age, would sneak in first. Once they confirmed it
Oh
was
yeah,
safe,
okay. So
we
you
ran.
see, I now have no sympathy. You know, I'm not even gonna finish this because this is just plain stupid. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, let's check out this abandoned mansion that's known for being eerie as fuck and having dead cats and shit and having these scary ass stickers everywhere. Yeah, let's check it out. You're fucking stupid. All right. I'm done watching this. Every single story I've seen so far, they've just done stupid shit. All right. They've just done stupid shit. I know this is probably fake. I know it's probably fake, just meant to scare people. But come on, bro. Come on. I can't, because I know in these situations, I'm either beating the nigga's ass who's stalking me, or I'm moving, or I'm just not gonna be involved in the first place. All right, these people need to lock in with life. Everyone who's watching this right now, please always stay strapped up. Always be ready to fight a nigga if you're creeped out. All right, these situations are so easy to avoid. That's about it for the video. Please like, subscribe, comment. I will see y'all in the next one.